So we see in the United States that youth turnout rates are quite low compared to other countries. And in fact, in advanced democracies, the United States falls dead last. So Sunshine Hillygus, who's at Duke University, and I are trying to understand why so few young people in the United States vote. It's not uncommon at all to see young people vote at half the rates of elder citizens. So we found early on in this process that young people are interested in politics. They care who's elected to government, and they say that they intend to participate in politics. That was not the fundamental obstacle that young people faced. So there are both external and personal obstacles that young people face. So when we think about the types of things that make it less likely for young people to vote, it's complicated voter registration laws. It's complex rules that govern where, when, and how an individual can vote. These types of things seem kind of easy for those of us who have participated in American democracy before, but for young people, it's actually really complex, and it's a new experience. It's one that intimidates them. On the inside, though, however, young people often lack confidence in their ability to participate in American elections. They often think they need to know more than they actually need to know to participate in politics. Finally, young people are just unlikely to follow through on their intentions. They are more likely to see everyday obstacles get in the way of them actually turning out at the ballot box than older citizens. So there are two big strategies that work for increasing youth turnout. On the one hand, we can make voter registration and voting itself easier. So types of reforms that we show in our book to work to increase youth voter turnout include election day registration, which allows young people who have perhaps forgotten or missed the voter registration deadline to show up at the ballot box, to register, and then to vote at the same time. Other reforms that work are things like pre-registration or allowing young people to register online. Those types of things that make voter registration easier have a big impact, increasing the chances that young people will vote. The second type of thing that we can do is improve our schools, improve the type of civic learning that we see in civics education. That type of dry, traditional form of civics doesn't work to increase youth turnout. What we see that does work in schools is the type of active learning where young people are engaging in forms of civic participation, even if they're not old enough to register and to vote yet. Sunshine and I think it's a totally fixable part of American democracy. It's an area where we have a lot of potential to change things. And there's a lot at stake. We have a lot of good evidence that suggests if more young people voted, the types of people who would be elected to positions of power and the types of policies that they implemented would be different than what we see right now. So it's an area where there's a lot of opportunity to fix this problem and a lot of opportunities to change our current status quo in American democracy.